Okay, regarding the Georgia case, DA has a decision to make here, right? So whether to indict or not. You and I have spoken. You said, in your view, there are two paths here, a lighter indictment or a broader one.
The GOP in Georgia is making big moves to shut down the prosecutor who is gunning for Donald Trump. Yes, their tactics are shady. Welcome into TYT's Overruled. I'm your legal analyst, Adrienne Lawrence. The Georgia Senate just passed a bill that empowers a committee to remove any prosecutor that it considers rogue. And also, the Senate is vetting a bill right now that would lower the voter threshold to recall a prosecutor by a wide margin. The lawmakers are simply saying that this is part of having greater oversight of district attorneys, while others are saying this is clearly a setup to pull District Attorney Fani Willis before she indicts former President Donald Trump. This per Newsweek. On Thursday, the Georgia Senate voted 32-24 to pass Senate Bill 92, sponsored by State Senator Randy Robertson, which would see the creation of an oversight committee with the power to remove elected district attorneys if they are found to have committed willful misconduct in office or failed to prosecute certain crimes. A second bill, although less likely to pass, is currently being debated and has been filed by State Representative Houston Gaines. It would lower the voter threshold to recall a prosecutor from 30% to 2%, with the threshold for other elected officials remaining at 30%. The timing of these bills is highly suspect, given that we are awaiting a potential historic announcement of whether Georgia Fulton County DA Fani Willis will indeed indict former President Donald Trump. And this decision could come as early as May. The centrist DA believed that the Senate bill is ill-motivated, and she spoke about this, especially since the state of Georgia has now recorded a number of non-white DAs. This per the New York Times. Ms. Willis, who first described the bills as racist in a state Senate hearing last month, repeated the accusation in an interview at her downtown Atlanta office this week, pointing out that the majority of Georgians now live within the jurisdictions of the 14 minority prosecutors. For the hundreds of years we've had prosecutors, this has been unnecessary, Ms. Willis said, referring to the bills. But now, all of a sudden, this is a priority, and it is racist. The senators, of course, responded with denials, claiming Willis was being emotional, like that's not a microaggression. Let's be real here. Helen Keller could have seen the racism and injustice going on right now with the Senate in Georgia. Not only is the GOP-controlled legislature there looking for ways to shut down non-white prosecutors because they don't like how the DAs selected by the people in Georgia are running the game, but also because they don't want to lose their power. They don't want to see non-white people meting out state-sanctioned punishment and making decisions. It's not like Willis is some rogue left-winger here. Let's be real. She's a centrist big time, and her record really does reflect this. Also, the injustice here is looming and large. As much as Georgia's leadership doesn't align with Donald Trump on its face, they do not want to see him face consequences for his efforts to undermine the 2020 presidential election results there in Georgia. Really, these snowflakes could not handle the fact that a wealthy white male politician would be held accountable, because the message of prosecuting Trump alone would let them know that they too could be held accountable. Yeah, they don't want to put us any closer to leveling the playing field. That is the last thing that these men want, and they are going to all work together, right and left, to ensure it doesn't happen. Bet. Then again, those are just my thoughts. You let me know yours in the comments below. Hit that like and follow button, and thanks for watching.